As a professional speaker, author, and Fortune 500 executive, Whitnee Hawthorne is certified in goal setting, project management, strategy, performance, and coaching. Her keynotes cover powerful topics such as supporting caregivers, time management, and driving transformational change. Please join me in welcoming to the stage, Whitnee Hawthorne.
Hello, I am so excited to be here. And so yes, I am Whitnee Hawthorne. I am, referencing AJ's performance earlier, an older millennial. And if you read the program, I am also an MBA. Mom, boss, and absolutely exhausted. Just kidding, I've actually been able to graduate that A from absolutely exhausted to awesome sauce. And yes, I also have a Master's of Business Administration from Babson, the #1 school for entrepreneurship. Earning that MBA was one of the most challenging and rewarding times in my life. But nothing compares to earning that second MBA, mom, boss, and awesome sauce. Let me tell you about my first day of class. I was an IT director at a Fortune 500 in New York City. It had been a long and exhausting day that wasn't quite over. I got on the train heading home, but also had to hop on a call. I would have preferred to take the call in the office, but I needed to pick my son up from daycare. We had signed a contract with daycare saying that if you were late for the first 30 minutes, they would charge you $1 per minute. After that, they would take your child to the precinct. So I could not stay at the office. I hopped on the train, earbud in, laptop on lap. And yes, I was that person there working away, looking a little bit frazzled, worried about being late. As the train sped up, I thought, okay, good, I can do this, it's going to happen. And then, out of nowhere, the train comes to a complete stop. The conductor comes on. Signal issues, we're gonna be here for a moment. A moment, okay. Then my call drops. We were stopped in a dead zone. 5 minutes pass, and I get a little agitated. 10 minutes pass, and I am freaking out. I can't text my husband. I can't call my colleagues to let them know why I'm not on the call anymore. I can't contact daycare to say, please don't take my child to baby jail. And I can't get off of the train. I am stuck. I'm stuck, and I'm letting everyone down. I'm letting my son down, my husband, my colleagues, and myself. The pressure of being a mom, of working, and being the breadwinner was too much. I started to weep, sat there crying on the train. And I said to myself, Whitnee, girl, get it together. People are looking at you. Right, people are looking at me. I can do this. I can do this. I can be a mom, and I can work. I just have to find the balance. I just have to get better at work-life balance. That's right. So I sat there on the train contemplating, how do I do this? How do I get better at work-life balance? What am I trying to balance? Is it my time? Is it my energy? As I contemplated this, my frustration turned to anger because I realized I'd been duped. I've been bamboozled. I've been sold a bag of goods that were no bueno. I realized that work-life balance is a myth. In that moment, the train started. I made it to daycare in time to keep my son out of baby jail. And then class was in session. My first project, if work-life balance is a myth, what is the truth? I started researching. To date, I have interviewed hundreds of women who work and are also mothers. You can find a lot of their stories on my podcast, The Savvy Working Mom. I've read just as many studies and, of course, use myself as a human guinea pig. What I found is that as women who work and also have children, the odds are stacked against us. 80% of women who work are also the primary caregiver. In households where both men and women are present, women do 22% more of the household chores. I've also found it very odd that we talk about working moms, but we never mention working dads. And work-life balance conversations are often geared towards women. It's as if society expects men to work and do them, and expects women to work, take care of the kids, take care of the house, take care of the husband, and then if there's time left, take care of themselves. The expectations on women who work and also have children are unrealistically high and unfair. The idea of work-life balance sets us up for failure. First, we cannot quantify what it is we're trying to balance. Is it our time? Is it our energy? The idea of work-life balance also sets us up to believe that work is one thing and life is another. But life is so many more things. In fact, I've identified 9 key areas of life for women who work and have children. And if we can learn to find harmony across all of those areas, we can begin to thrive. The 9 areas of life for a working mom are our career. This is how we actually earn our living. Our finances, which is about how financially secure we feel. Our health, both mental and physical. The relationship that we have with our children. The relationship that we have with our partner. And if you're single and ready to mingle, that goes right into that category. It's about our community, which is the adult support that we have outside of our homes. It is about our personal development, as well as our sense of fun and adventure, and the environments that we inhabit. Our homes, our offices, our cars. When we can learn to find harmony across all areas of life, we can begin to thrive. I've distilled it down to 7 easy steps to find this harmony. And these steps have allowed me to live with much more joy, to be present with my kids, to deepen the relationship with my husband, and to advance my career. In fact, when I was 7 months pregnant with my second son, I was promoted to VP with thousands of people reporting into me. I had graduated to mom, boss, and awesome sauce. So I don't have time to share all 7 steps with you, but I will be able to share 2 very important ones. The first step is you need to get clarity. Clarity leads to more desirable outcomes. When you are clear on what you want, you can create a better life for yourself. Flashback to before I had kids, even before my husband. I was single and ready to mingle in New York City. I had met an awesome guy. He was tall and handsome and funny and rich. He checked all the boxes. And we summered in the Hamptons, and we ate at the best restaurants in New York City. At the end of that summer, we broke up. I was heartbroken and devastated. And so I did what any heartbroken girl would do. I got on Tinder. I put in my profile and what I was looking for. Tall, career-driven, must love dogs, cocktails, and adventure. And I started swiping. Too short, too weird, too slimy. Is that left? Quite a few lefts. But then I found a few rights. TV exec who also dog sledded. Lawyer on track to make partner who makes a strong Manhattan. I did a few right swipes, got on my cutest dresses, and started serial dating about town. These dates should have been amazing, but there were no fireworks. I thought to myself, wow, Whitney, these guys fit your profile to a T. You should be falling all over them. But I wasn't. Then it hit me. Whitney, don't should on yourself. Should-ing on yourself is often about following someone else's dream. You have to follow your own dreams, girl. You get one life. I knew in order to do that, to stop looking for what I thought my mom or my friends or society might want from me, I had to get clarity. And there are 4 magic questions to clarity that I want to share with you. Those 4 questions I asked, and those are the 4 questions that allowed me to move forward and find a better date. The 4 magic questions to clarity are, what do you want more of? What do you want less of? What is going well, and what isn't going well? When we ask ourselves these questions, we can get a lot of clarity. What I realized is that I wanted more fun and more adventure talk. I wanted less talk about career. What was going well was the shared sense of travel and having fun with animals And what wasn't going so well was trying to get our schedules to match because we were always both so busy. So I went back and I updated my profile. I removed that part about the career because the outdoor, the travel, and the dogs were a must. I started swiping and I came across a guy. I said, oh, he's cute. He's tall, he's got some really great outdoor photos, but what is his career? I was looking and I could not find anything about his career. And I got nervous. I mean, what if he worked in a trade? What would my mother think? What would my friends think? What would everyone think? And then I realized I was shoulding on myself because I was afraid of bucking the norm, afraid of being judged, afraid of people not approving me. And that was stopping me from moving forward in life. I realized that clarity takes confidence. Clarity takes courage. And so I summed up everything in me and I swiped right. I went on the date, married the guy. 10 years and 2 kids later, we are still going strong. Yes, thank you. Having the power, the courage, the confidence to stop shitting on myself and start living my life allowed me to find a relationship I can thrive in. And the great news is that the 4 magic questions to clarity don't just apply to Tinder dating. They work across all areas of life. And so, if you can ask yourself these 4 magic questions, what do I want more of? What do I want less of? What is not going well and what is going well across all areas of life, you can get clear on what it is that you really want. Once you get clear on what you want, you will have your priorities in order. When you have your priorities in order, there's something really, really important that you need to do. And that's the next step I want to share with you. Create space for your priorities. I know, easier said than done, but creating space for your priorities is necessary to thriving in life. Listen, when I found myself sitting on a train, crying, I realized that the time management techniques that had worked for me before children were no longer working for me. It was like the piece of tape that was holding my schedule and my life together had fallen off. And I kept trying to put it back on, but the sticky residue was gone. And in fact, I didn't even need a piece of tape. I needed a new tool. I needed something more resilient and flexible. I needed a glue gun. And so I asked myself those 4 magic questions. And I realized that what I wanted more of was time with my family and energy for my goals. And what I wanted less of was doing everything else. I realized that doing less was actually going to be a good thing for me. And that was weird, because I had always been a doing the most, bigger is better kind of person. But what I realized in doing the most is that we often aren't able to do our best. When we're so busy that we can't be focused and present with those that we love, and we can't spend time and energy on our goals, we end up crying on a train. I realized that being busy is bad. Busy keeps us feeling important. It gives us a sense of importance, yet it keeps us moving in circles, just working on things for the sake of working on them. Being productive is prosperous. Being productive is not only about getting more done in less time, but it's about focusing your energy on what matters most. I realized that I had to make space for that productivity. And so I came up with a framework that allowed me to create that space. The framework is called EDabb. But don't do that in front of your kids because they will cringe. EDabbing is about creating space in your life so that you can work on the things that matter most to you. It stands for eliminating, delegating, adjusting, and batching. These things lead you to thrive. And so I went through everything I was doing at home and at work, and I thought to myself, can I eliminate this? At first, I was like, there's not going to be anything I can let go of. But lo and behold, there were. That one report that only a handful of people read, gone. Insisting on hot breakfast every morning, gone. Everything that I could eliminate, I did. The things I could not eliminate, I moved to delegate, letting someone else have the opportunity to work on them. A few of the other reports, Other people could do that. Finalizing PowerPoints, I could hand that off. Cleaning my bathroom, I actually don't have to be the one to do that. And so I was able to delegate out several tasks. The things that I could not delegate, I looked to adjust. Adjusting simply means recalibrating, trying to remove steps from what's going on. And so when it came to laundry, I got one of those laundry baskets that have the 3 sections in them. Lights in one, dark in the other, dry cleaning in the last one. That step of sorting laundry, adjusted. Being able to reduce the steps freed up some time and energy for me. And lastly, the things I could not eliminate, delegate, or adjust, I batched. Batching refers to putting things into similar items into a time frame where you do them all at once. And so I created 3 times in the day when I would look at emails for a half an hour. I would do all of my reports in the afternoon when my brain was ready to be in Excel. And at home, when it came time to make medical appointments, which in my family there are a lot of, I would do them all at once, right? With my calendar open and my insurance cards out, go through everything and get it done all at once. By following this process, I was able to EDAB my way straight into more time and energy. By doing less, I was actually able to give my best to my family, my colleagues, and myself. EDabbing allowed me to stop doing the most and to start doing my best. So now, I know you might be thinking, wow, Whitney, that was a lot. I have learned that work-life balance is a myth. I have learned that the success comes in finding harmony across all 9 areas of life, that is where I can thrive. I have also learned the 4 magic questions to clarity, that I should all over myself, and how to EDAB. And you might be thinking, what's next? Well, what comes next once you have clarity is always to take action. You now have an understanding and the clarity of how to thrive in and out of the office. What you need to do after is to take action. So those 9 areas of life that I shared, go through each one and ask yourself the 4 magic clarity questions. What do you want more of? What do you want less of? What is going well and what isn't going well? Write the answers to those questions down for each one of the 9 areas of life. If you didn't get a chance to write those down, you can find the 9 areas of life on my website, thesavvyworkingmom.com. After you write those down, take a moment to create a plan to EDAB. The reason why I'm so excited to be here today is because when you do this, you will begin to thrive in and out of the office. And when mothers thrive, the world gets better. I believe that working moms are the backbone of society. We are raising the next generation and contributing to the economy. When we do better, our homes are happier, our businesses are more profitable, and our communities improve. So take the time to take the steps. Summon that courage so that you can get the clarity that you need to thrive in and out of the office. Thank you.